welcome to Shad Life. What in the crapola is in this box? I'm gonna have to give some serious justification for this one. Here's a hint. Um, but let's pull it out of there. There's not gonna be a whole lot of assembly on this one. Yeah, I know I'm in my slippers, but when I pull this bike out of here, you're all gonna make fun of me for the bike and not my slippers. So yeah. If I can get it out in one swoop, it should come out. Huh. If you know what a Brompton is, you already know what's about to happen. You don't know what a Brompton is, you should. So I'm gonna unwrap this thing and I'll explain what it is, and more importantly, I'll explain why the heck did I get it. It's so not what I normally am into when I talk about bicycles. So here it is, unfolded, unpacked. Didn't take long. There's no assembly required except putting the seat on. But yeah, this is a Brompton. This is the C series. So I believe C stands for chromoly. It is pretty light, pretty durable. It's awesome. And no, I'm not going to be taking this to a skate park or off of some jumps or off-road or anything. That's not its purpose. I know that's like for people watching my channel, it's the first thing that goes to their head, right? What jumps you gonna send it off of? Somebody even said, because I posted it on social media elsewhere, they're like, make sure you have everything tightened down before you send it, right? Yeah, that's not what this bike's gonna be for. I know there are some people that do that kind of stuff on YouTube with these for fun, you know, to get views or whatever, but that's not what this bike is for. This is for traveling. That is the main reason I got it. I was down in St. Petersburg, Florida. There's a shop called Twofold Bikes. Went there, checked it out. The guy knew everything about these because he specializes in folding bikes. And, you know, I've kind of had this idea on my mind for a while because there's been a few times I've traveled, and when I'm traveling somewhere where I'm not riding my bike, obviously when I'm going to Bentonville, I bring my mountain bike. When I go somewhere like Gray's, I'll bring my BMX bike or my DJ bike. Colorado, mountain bike, right? Like that makes sense, right? But when I go somewhere where I'm traveling for leisure, why am I spacing? So St. Petersburg, Florida, New Orleans, right? St. Louis is another place I've been. Boston. Yeah, I can think of all these places where I've rented bikes because I wanted to get around, but the rentals are always beat up or not exactly what I want and things like that. So this will be my bike for when I go to do leisure travel, and it's not like a bike destination thing. And I can fold it up, which I'm going to show you in a moment, put it in a suitcase, fly on the airplane. I mean, it's just such an awesome concept. And I can set it up exactly how I want it to be. There's a little thing here if I want to get a carrying bag, which I'm not sure I want to do yet or not. It clips on here. I'm obviously going to take off these reflectors. They have to put them on. I think it's silly, but there's no reflectors in the wheels. I suppose the tires have the reflectors. If I do know I'm going to ride at night, I'll just bring a couple of small lights with me. But this is a commuter bike for when I travel, or even locally if I want to go somewhere and don't want to deal with parking and use this to get make the rest of the journey or something like that. We'll see. We'll see what I do. But anyway, let me show you how it folds. I know this is just so out of the ordinary for my channel, but I'm kind of stoked about this thing. This is like totally a nerdy machine, right? So nerdy. Go ahead and make fun of me down in the comments. All right, so here we go. Here's how you fold it. There's a lever back here, and you just push this lever and it folds underneath. You can already see, maybe he's already done it. Seth over at Burn Peak, he would get something like this and then go take it mountain biking, right? Or off some jumps or something. So then you loosen this part, which is the frame, right? And you want to turn this back with the handlebars keeping facing that way, right? And so there's a hook here, it's right here, and you want to hook it onto what would technically be the seats. No, this would be the chainstay, right? Because that's now upside down. So from the bottom of the chainstay, that hook goes on there. Now that locks it into place, but if I lift it, see what happens? This will want to fall out, right? Well, to prevent that from happening, I mean, this is so neat. There must be some mechanism down in there, because when you lower the seat, it locks it all into place. So now everything's locked into place and nothing can come swinging open on you. That's cool. You might be wondering what these little wheels are for down here. Well, I now have a stroll along bicycle. I'm going to the grocery store, right? All right. Anyway, so there you have it. In stroller mode, and then you undo this, flip the handlebars down. There's a little mechanism here that they lock into. Looks like you can even, like, maybe, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not even concerned. All right, so now it's in its compact form, but there's one more thing, and it's this pedal over here. You got to have the cranks in the right position. You turn the pedal and other way. I always do that. And the pedal folds in. So now this is flat. I mean, that is wild. So this can now go into a suitcase that's small enough to where it's just luggage. So I'll probably buy a case. I know they make some for this, either that or buy one similar. And then I can also put some clothes and some other things in there too. As long as it's under 50 pounds. I did weigh this. It's 26.5 pounds. I weighed it on here. So it is light enough to go in as luggage. So yeah, this is slick. I like it. And basically just, here we go. All right, now let's make it back into a bicycle. So this basically just pops up. Tighten this guy. Everything's pretty solid. It's not chintzy or anything, right? And then this is all locked together. So the next step is raising the seat. Have I drifted out of center? I don't know if I have or not. So the seat's up. So now when I lift this, that bottom part comes out, and then I can basically swing this around and put the frame together. And then lift this. Boom. Pop my pedal. Now I have a bike. Super fast, super simple. And it's got a kickstand mode, and what that is you flip the lever, swing this underneath. Now it's in kickstand mode. All you really have to remember is that this has to turn a little bit when that comes underneath, otherwise it hits, but it's almost just naturally happens. So yeah, if I needed to park it and I wanted to lock it up and lock it through here or something, awesome. Here you go, a little travel companion. The reason I'm excited about this is whenever I travel, I want to go places and I want to get there in a reasonable amount of time and with the most simplicity. Again, if it's a long enough distance, maybe I'll Lyft or Uber, or maybe I'll rent a car or whatever. but for the most part, the places I go are pretty compact. If you've ever been to New Orleans, it's like you can pretty much see all of New Orleans on a bicycle, right? And you know, the French Quarter is super cool. Go get some coffee or whatever. What I end up usually doing is walking a bunch. And I don't know if you've followed my channel long enough to know about my lower back, but when I was down in Austin, Texas, a little over a year ago, my lower back started to give me a lot of trouble because I was doing all this walking to look around and see things, and then I was standing for long periods of time, and my lower back was irritating me. Had I had something like this, it would have been a lot easier. I did, however, have my BMX bike when I was down in Austin. If I go to Austin again, it is going to be my BMX bike, because unless I can bring both, but then that's extra luggage, right? Because the house skate park is there. What are the name of the dirt jumps there? 9th Street Trails. That's it. 9th Street Trails are there. So yeah. A little more about this bike. It is a 3-speed. It's actually got a Sturmey Archer 3-speed hub. I can't believe it. Like, I had a Sturmey Archer 3-speed hub on my Schwinn Stingray back in the 70s. And then it's got 2-speed, regular shifting here, 2 cogs. I guess there's a derailleur compact. I guess this is. It's pretty interesting in there, but you basically have your left 2-speed and then your 3-speed over here, so 6 gears total. Plenty for bombing around town and stuff. So can have the seat and bars and everything set up how I like them, and have it fit correctly. So super stoked on it. Yeah. I know, this is so out of the ordinary, isn't it? You didn't expect to see this on my channel all of a sudden, did you? All right, cool. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. If you want to make fun of me, just do it nicely. Because if you know me and my channel, that people are total jerks on my channel making comments, I just delete them and block them. I don't even tolerate that stuff. But I doubt anybody will do that here. You can definitely pick on me for buying this, but all right, there you have it. I appreciate your support for my channel. Please like and subscribe. So that this thing's got me stoked in so many ways. And it's goofy. Peace.